Let's go, let's begin, let's play some Magic. We got kind of inspired last time we ran out a Gisela and Bruna combo with Brisela. And instead of doing Isochron Scepter this time, we kind of going a little more control. And we're going a little more control because Spreading Seas is real hot right now. Control in general is not playing a lot of 1-drops. Usually they have Chalice in here. We're going to forgo Chalice this time around. And the general idea here is that we are going to play Super Control, and then a lot of lists out there will actually just fold to Brisela, because a lot of lists are 3 or less mana and things like that. So we got that, I think, covered. In the event that we do run into, say, Control versus Control, hopefully a little Karn plus Knowledge Pool Lock or Dragon Lord Ojutai can take us over the finish line. But generally speaking, this is a blue-white control adapted to the Brisela Unburial Rites Gifts Ungiven package. Now, it's kind of interesting because I have 2 gifts and then I only have one of basically the combo, if you will. The theory is that we're going to probably leverage Karn and Teferi a lot more, and just the general maybe beat down with Snapcaster Mage. But in the event that we get to go for this combo, I'm pretty happy to do so. I think for the most part, we'll Gifts Ungiven and we'll get all 3 of these pieces. So if they put Gisela to my hand, obviously we Unburial Rites Bruna. If they put Unburial Rites only, we can Unburial Rite Bruna. And if they put Bruna into hand, you know, we just Bruna. So I think it's a fairly decent package because I can just kind of get all these pieces. We can't put much more to it, so we'll see. Bruna is a cast trigger, yes. We'll get to that though. We're gonna make it so everything works. I feel confident that we'll figure it out. Apparently I got hype sleep. I got sleeping cat. But yes, Bruna is a cast trigger, but that doesn't mean that I can't somehow get a little bit of everything out there, you know? We'll make it work. We'll think about it when we go to do it. Keep in mind that we could always snap, cast, or gifts again and do something as well. So we'll see. We'll see how it works out for us. I mean, maybe it sucks and it's a bad idea, but we're gonna give it a shot. So this is the list. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna play this. Let's go. Choo-choos all around. Modern League, 100 play points. Not the Dragon list. We might get to that in a little bit. I know Bruna's a cast, but we're gonna make it work. I believe in ourselves. See if they put Bruna and Gisela into our graveyard and put Unburial Rites into hand, that's great. So if they put Unburial and then they put Gisela, we'll just cast, like, honestly, what we'll probably do is try to cast Unburial Rites off the Teferi and then play the Gisela out of hand after the end step as well. See, we can do it all. It kind of looks like a sleeping wolf, but it is actually a cat. You can distinctly tell because of the more the nose and all, but it's definitely a cat, plus the paws look more cat-like. But there was a hype cool, which was a dolphin. Interesting. By the way, Uncle DB claiming that tier 1 spot there on the bits. It's February 1st. Happy February, everyone. You got through January. That's what we should be saying. No Tuesday crap here. February is here. This is the month of Fluffy Wolf 2 for some reason. Couldn't tell you why. I sense that tomorrow will be a great stream. I sense the 22nd. Is that a Monday, Wednesday, Friday? Shoot, the 22nd is a Tuesday. Problems. It meows instead of howls. What's up, little 1K? All right, Lord Durondo is our opponent. Let's play first. We'll just keep the opening hand. We've got kind of close to the whole knowledge pool lock. We'll just get things going here. Spreading Seas our opponent, and off we'll go. Uh-oh. That's not very good. So this is the one that goes to the graveyard, if I recall correctly. Let's just get a Hallowed Fountain. Need all the blue mana we can get. Oh, piece 1 of the puzzle. Let's go ahead and Spreading Seas here. Draw a card. Spreading Seas number 2. Probably going to be leaving an Archmage Charm up going forward. We'll see, though. We'll see. Shatter Skull. Sphere. Really kind of tempted to do Teferi here. Teferi doesn't feel too bad of an idea. And just bounce this, mess them up a little bit. There we go. All right. I don't think they can combo kill me here. We'll have Archmage Charm. We can work on our strategies from here on out. Could also play Karn, but I think that could lose to a lot of the stuff they're potentially doing here. Although it would stop both of these things. But we have this. Wow, we've got the full combo in hand. We have the full combo. I wish I had something in something I could get, like a Tormod's Crypt right now. Kind of wish I had a counter spell as well. I do not have that. I have Archmage Charm, obviously. Do we slam Karn here? What's up, Last God? If they have Undercity Informer and just go for it, we're kind of toasted. But if we can get the Karn down and they don't have that, could get Pithing Needle. I'd like to Needle, but I've only got 4 mana right now. So I'm wondering if I should play Karn or not. Because the other thing they can do is just Undercity Informer, right? I'm wondering if I need to leave the Archmage Charm open. Let me leave the Archmage Charm open for a turn here. Maybe I can Karn down tick and get the Spy taken care of. Pentad Prism. Making Karn look even better. I've got the counter. I've got the counter here. So we're going to counter the spell. All right. We did it. We did it. I guess I can do a Watery Grave now. All right, so I hit the land, so I could name Undercity Informer, or I can snap Archmage Charm here. Let's go ahead and snap Archmage Charm. That seems okay and semi-safe here. I'm just worried about the Spy more than the Undercity Informer right now. Look, it's gonna be Spy. Oh, it's just straight Vengevine. 1, 2, 3. If they have a land drop, they could go for it. It's kind of annoying to deal with, though. The fact that they're just casting this makes me think we're pretty okay. Let's Snapcaster Archmage Charm. Okay. Pass turn, please. Please, please, please. They do have the land, so they might just go for it here then. Yeah, they have the Spy. All right. Has the Spy. All right. Let's see here. So I guess this is decent. The Sanctifier can come in. We could... Could have a few more Supreme Verdicts so that what I can do is just Teferi Uptick and Supreme Verdict to protect us from it. The Bruna Burial Rites Gisela Gifts package probably can come out here. And probably a Singleton Prismatic Ending Probably not bad either. What else? Is there anything else? Let's go with this. A little rough I don't have Torpor, but I usually like that card a lot. Give me another option there. All right, let's keep this. We have Spreading Seas into Counterspell. Totally fine things to do. It's be a little bit rough here because opponent's got kind of this all-in combo and stuff. Goes to 6, goes to 5. Play our Scalding Tarn, pass the turn. All right, a little Hallowed Fountain, obviously. We're gonna Spreading Seas that. Got a lot of Supreme Verdicts here. Gonna have to hit some lands. Field of Ruin's an interesting one. Can technically Stone Rain my opponent. There's a Talisman. Duresses me as well. Okay. What do you want? Maybe the Counterspell. Prismatic gets this. Field of Ruin gets this. If I got a Teferi here, I'd love it, and I would just bounce the Talisman. Takes Counterspell. Memory Deluge. I think this will be as good as any time to Prismatic. Pass turn. We could be setting up for the Supreme Verdict by doing a Field of Ruin. That could have also been fine. There's Turn Timber. Comes into play tapped. All right. Let's go ahead and Field Shatter Skull. Get more islands. Just a straight Stone Rain seems good. 2-mana Defense Grid. Interesting card to have here. I'm worried, but maybe not as worried as I should be. It's Karn Great Creator. Well, I don't think I want to do Memory Deluge, so let's Karn, downtick, we'll get Liquid Metal Coating. Pass the turn, and if we can get Liquid Metal Coating down, it'd be great. My opponent has land plus Undercity Informer, we lose. They don't have black, though. Talisman gives them black, but it's not usable here. Nice. Liquid Metal Coating. We'll play a Sanctifier here. Let's go ahead and get rid of, I don't know, blue seems good. I guess green would be good, too. All right. I think we're good here. Seems rough what they're going to have to do. Play Hall. Get rid of green now. Let's go ahead and Memory, because Defense Grid's here. Let's do Spreading Seas, Spreading Seas. Attack for 2, pass turn. All right, I'm feeling pretty good here with the Karn in play. Nice. All right, we did it. So, any changes? Other than Sanctifier, I really don't have much that helps with the graveyard. I could theoretically, because we are on the draw now, bring the forces in to stop some of these mana rocks. What is this, like a prison deck with counterspells? Just wreck them? I almost feel like the prismatic endings aren't needed as much here as maybe like forces and maybe even mystical dispute. But my opponent also had that defense grid, making it a little bit awkward. What a pile. Let's take out these gifts and do it this way. Be control. Good luck in your game 3. Nicely done, Hebe. Nicely done. All right, this hand will kind of work. We'll keep. Opponent's mulled to 6, mulls to 5, mulls to 4. Oh, mulls to 3. Dun dun dun. That's not good for them. They're 2-2. We're 0-0, obviously. And indeed, Slayer File, it is a pile and a half, isn't it? Keeps 3 cards. Good luck. I'm going to just take them off this black as well pretty quickly. And then whatever little colors they have. Am I going to play the black-red Saga anywhere? I'm going to guess probably not. Because I don't know what you're talking about. Shock in. Let's try to take them off black here for a turn. Great Creator's not a bad draw. Sword is fine. Land drop. Hold counter. I don't really care about a second Sword of the Meek here. I think I can safely just Karn. Down tick, get Liquid Metal Coating. Backup Pithy Needle down tick if they play Undercity Informer down, which I could just blow up. Opponent just passes back. Easy shock in here. Liquid Metal. End my opponent here. Sadness on the stack. Opponent had to mull the 3. Unfortunate game. Destroy each non-land permanent with mana 1 or less. Exile graveyards. Exile the Saga. Return it. And it flips. It's possible we could play it. I do like the Sagas. I do like a lot of the Sagas. All right. Well, I hope my opponent's not going to sit here and make us wait the like 8 minutes. We have them done here, and I have a counter spell. It just was unfortunate that they went to 3. I don't know what they were looking for specifically in their 3 or 4 cards, but they didn't find it, unfortunately. What's up, Ice Up? Hey, there they are. Sweet. We'll leave Counterspell up just in case something weird happens here, but going forward here, I think we'll be good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't want to go get Knowledge Pool, obviously, unless we find Teferi. All right. Kind of a non-game there in match 1, game 3, unfortunately. We do like to have matches that are actually matter here. Tried to resub with Prime last night, but lost connection right when I did it. Just wanted to be sure you got credit for it. Something about 5-0 League posted, and yes, I did get credit for it. Sweet, right? 1-0 with this pile. It's a 1-0 pile. It's as far as it's going. 4 losses right here. 4 losses. Simple as that. I like this little hype dude. We need like a hype wolf or something like that, but for now, the little hype orange dude works really nicely. Thank you for the good lucks. We're trying to. Connor time. Is this Connor Man? No, Connor Man is Connor Man. 4 losses for the opponents. Is this Connor Man? Like, or is this, no, someone else. Someone else, right? Wow, we have the gifts package. This is hilarious. Yorion. Well, I'm going to keep this. I have double counterspell and gifts. Gifts could get kind of interesting. Keep. Yeah, I think it's someone else. Windswept Teeth here. Yorion pile against Angel pile. I love that this brings up Gisela as well, which is like just like great. Wow, I got the Unburial rights too. Well, now I can just like gifts for Memory Deluge and Gisela, just like Burial, and they counter, and then I Bruna, and then I win. No way. Play. Oh, woo! Spreading Seas. Dang it, opponent. Taking down my Hall. Hall is not our win condition. It's just a leftover from the blue-white list I poached. Our blue mana. It reminds me of the Seas Claim list that we were thinking about playing. Giving all of our blue mages all the blue manas. Alright, our upkeep stop. Like to be able to play this Hallowed Fountain down, opponent. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Basic Island works too. We don't want to have to counterspell Spreading Seas because I need to have the white mana or whatever. We have 2 counterspells. Let's go for it. Opponent might be digging for the colors. Hey, look at that. We stopped them. Nice. Look at that. Seize the island. Are they going to go for this again? Oh. Oh, man. I just want to, like... I'm just going to put my opponent in the dumpster here. It's got to be the top deck, right? That was the top deck. Go ahead and shock this in. Oof. Man. Imagine we just end step gifts Ungiven and get Gisela down there. Woo! Opponent's going to be like, what's going on? I'm excited. Draw step them? I'm not draw stepping anything. I'm not that crazy. I'm not that crazy. Breeding Pool. Shocks goes to 14. Eternal Witness. Trying to think what I could get with the gifts. I know what I can do. I'll go get Gisela, Ojutai, and like Snapcaster or something like that. I don't even know if I'm supposed to do this or not. But let's go ahead and give Ungiven. Target. YouTube here. I really appreciate your YouTube content. I've been watching a lot since my son was born. Any plans for Meat Hook or Skelemental? Let me make this gifts pile and then we can talk about that. So we're gonna do an Ojutai here. I feel like I can do Gisela here because we have the Unburial rights. And then, I mean, like, we could honestly probably just slap, like, Teferi and Snapcaster. And if they want to give me, like, Teferi and Snapcaster, if they want to give me the 2 creatures, I mean, those are fine lines, right? Because I have them burial rights. We're playing Ojutai, whatever we do here. So I almost feel like I can just grab that, and I'm going to get two decent cards here. I kind of like grabbing the Snapcaster because I have 2 counter spells, so they probably won't want me to have that, and they'll just give me like really good planeswalkers. And where's Snapcaster? Let's do this pile. Think about it, opponent. So any plans for Meat Hook or Skelementalist in the near future? Potentially Meat Hook. Skelemental is falling off a little bit. While it's okay to make the opponent's discard, you got Darcy's, you got Solitudes, and things like that running around. It's not impossible for us to potentially do that, but I don't know. All right, they gave me Teferi and Snapcaster, so I got a Teferi and a Snapcaster for freebies. For freebies. All right, we just go get black mana. And now we Unburial rights. Ojutai. Ta-da! Funny enough, we don't have another planes just yet for Bruna, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Now I have like Snapcaster Counterspell, Snapcaster Gifts, got Memory Day. I mean, like, Ojutai. This is just like how do we lose? I don't know how we lose, but I'm sure I can do it. I'm sure if there is any mage out there, I can do it. Look at that. Just concession to the Ojutai. Ojutai and sitting here wondering what that's going to do next turn. Dead. Dead. Look at that pile that we created. We created a Gisela, Ojutai, Teferi, Snapcaster, and they had to give me the Teferi Snapcaster because the planes, the creatures were just too much. They don't even know. They don't even know what's happening. Okay. So we have Eternal Witness. This is probably an ephemerate package of sorts. I could see Supreme Verdict being a nice way to clean things up in the event that things go out of control for us. Ephemerate's a white card, so Sanctifier doesn't really hit that. Lavinia could stop Ephemerates, but that's about all it would do. I don't know if that's really worth it. Don't have that Torp Orb that I want. Let's get one of a Prismatic. Let's do 2 Prismatics and bring in just the 2 Supreme Verdicts. This is to clean things up when everything goes awry, because I have a feeling things are going to go awry. Oh yeah, we're not doing the Chalice today. We're doing this today. I think this is good enough. It's up to 3. It's an answer to like a Resolve to Fairy or something like that. Who knew Gifts Ungiven would be a decent card here in 2022? All right, we have our own Spreading Seas. I think we can just generally keep this okay hand. Got the Archmage Charm plus the Snapcaster, you know, typical blue mage things. We'll keep. They keep 7. All good all around. You're making me want to try this deck. We're just... Blue-white control is doing decently right now, so there's little reason not to like go ahead and give it a shot for myself. It's kind of like the other version of, if you will, Blood Moon in some cases. Got a Floodstrand and a Windswept Heath here. Pops the Windswept Heath. If you think you can make it happen, go for it. We're just having fun. It's Tuesday. Nothing special about today. Just another day of the week. Sacred Foundry. I'd love to turn that into an island. All right, this has got to be Renin 6. My gut tells me this is Renin 6. There's the red. There's the green. They're at 14. You got it. Did your taxes day makes it kind of a special day. Well, I guess that would make it a special day. All right, they've got a Renin 6. They got plenty of land drops coming for me. I have plenty of, obviously, land drops as well. Let's go ahead and do an island here and just go ahead and Spreading Seas the red source. Gives them blue and green here. And we'll pass the turn. There's that Supreme Verdict I was talking about. Maybe clean something up with the Teferi when everything goes kaboom. Tomorrow's Groundhog Day. Repeat until 5 O's. Abundant Growth. Nifty. Now the Sacred Foundry is a rainbow land. Land dropped. It's an island. Another Abundant Growth. All right, little counterspell action. Let's go ahead and risk putting Teferi in here and whatever else they have to follow this up. Because if I can I can have an active Teferi here. I feel like I'm going to be pretty safe. We have Supreme Verdict next. We have counter spells, Snapcasters, and all of that. We've got to defend because my opponent's going to have a lot of mana here. They have infinite mana with all their fetches. So being able to get a Teferi down and feeling like it's relatively safe here stops Ephemerate as well, and don't get any crazy Eternal Witness packages here going on. We'll see though. Maybe they have an answer for Teferi. Please don't answer this. 2 mana doesn't answer it typically. 3 mana could. That could be Prismatic Ending. 4 mana is Omnath. There's Omnath. This is turn 4 though. They've already played a land. I'm gonna probably... I kind of want to bounce this. They pick up a land instead of pinging Teferi here. I appreciate that. Thank you, opponent. This feels like bouncing Omnath territory here. Opponent's also at 11. Just straight up Ojutai would be great. Let's bounce here. Oh, we like that card. Yeah, we like that card. Okay. We'll see what happens. Maybe they have to another Wrenn and 6 or something. We got Counterspell or Archmage Charm. Wouldn't hate to just be able to gifts at end step, but let's get there first. Three mana, 4 mana. There's Omnath. I think to me this has got to be a counter, right? I feel like it. I want to do the Archmage Charm, but it could be just Snapcaster, maybe, or Counterspell for then Snapcaster Counterspell as an option. Hold on to the Archmage Charm for a turn. I'm going to go ahead and counter with the Archmage Charm, though. It seems more correct, unfortunately, for us. Picks up a land. Now, if I do get like an extra land here, I could Narset and then have Counterspell. I could also Snap and Archmage Charm. We do hit the lands. Up we go with Teferi. Wrenn and 6 is at 7 here. Looking kind of scary. Let's give ourselves some options here. Give ourselves some options. This could be an ult here too, or emblem. It is, okay. A little bit scary. I think we can manage. There's nothing super scary in the graveyard just yet. What's up, Moondrius? Moondrius. Yorion to hand. All right, so we've hit end step here. Could Snapcaster and draw with the Archmage. I could Gifts Ungiven. Let's Snapcaster and use Archmage to draw. I think with the active Teferi here, finding another counter spell wouldn't be bad. I'd like to go for the gifts here, but I think with a Yorion in hand and a lot of random things that can be used to draw more cards, it just makes maybe more sense to do it this way. We end up actually missing a whole bunch of lands here, but I did pick up a second Archmage Charm. Not able to cast Counterspell plus Archmage Charm, though. I'm going to get rid of the Narset here because I can use Memory Deluge at end step. Sorting Bulk, find a hidden treasure. Watching some control shenanigans. Yeah, that's definitely what we're doing. If my opponent goes too low here, we could also maybe just flash in all the Snapcasters and beat down my opponent. Narset out. I really only have one counter spell here, unfortunately. There's a Veil. They want to do Veil. Like, this is okay. Because I could just Supreme Verdict at end step, too. I mean, this doesn't prevent me from, like, too much here. Let's just do it. What do you want to play, opponent? You gonna play Yorion? Draw some cards? That's fine with me. They didn't play Omnath. But we, like I said, we have the Supreme Verdict. We can just, like, lock and load, go for it. Cast a Fury. Cast a Fury. So this can't be countered because of the Veil, and that's going to get rid of the Teferi. Is there any other cards that I care about getting? Not really. I mean, they just hard cast this, and I'm like sort of okay with this. I could also just Memory Deluge at end step here. Look for a new Teferi. It'd be really funny to throw two Snapcasters in, two Snapcasters, and then try to just beat them down. I feel like I'm going to go ahead and just Memory here. All right. Well, Gifts Ungiven and Burial Rites, Spreading Seas. Not the greatest cards here. Take my lands. I already have Gifts, so I'm between Spreading Seas and Burial Rites. I don't really have anything in the graveyard that I truly want at the moment. Let's just take a Spreading Seas. Probably be pitching that. Okay. Another Archmage Charm, goodness me. All right. And just pass the turn. See what else my opponent wants to do. We've got counter spells. Can counter a Veil and also do something. They're at 6. They attack for 3, and then I counter and then snap counter or something. Counter spells, snap counter spell is an option for me. Like I said, get rid of the Spreading Seas. Don't need to draw new cards. They might have another Veil. Can't do too much about another Veil if that's what they have. You can hit me for 6 first. You can hit me for 6. That's fine. I respect that. Nothing. Nothing. Opponent doesn't do anything here. All right. Well, let's get a gifts package. Let's have a conversation, opponent. I want to have a conversation about the gifts here. Ooh, that just happened. That just happened. I didn't expect that to happen. So we'll grab Teferi again. Burial Rites. Ojutai. And just my last Snapcaster. You know what? Let's do Bruna. Here, have these cards. Enjoy. Enjoy. I don't know what I'm doing. Just have those cards. Pick them for me. I like the Teferi, but I don't need the Teferi. Too sick. You know, just doing things. All right, we got Ojutai Bruna. They put in Burial and Teferi down here in the bin. All right, I hit a land. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I mean, that's Bruna, but not there. I probably just try to put Ojutai into play, right? Pass and discard. We could also do that. I feel like I could probably try to get Ojutai in here. Let's see what they want to do. I've got Counterspell. Ojutai's in play. It's a 5/4. End step, flash in like Snapcaster, go for the W. There's got to be something they're going to play here. Right? Like Solitude doesn't hit the hexproof creature, so that's good for us. Solitude would hit the Snappy. Do I try to counter this? Probably not. Whatever you want. That's fine. I gained 2. I gained 2. That's fine. Holding Counterspell. Yeah, I'll probably just give him the good old bonk. 9. All right. I'll gladly take this much damage. Good with me. I'll go to 9. 50 cc's a bonk. Like I said, end step happens here. I'm just flashing Snapcaster. Try to rip it to Teferi off the top. Coiling Oracle. I know they have Yorion. You can have a 1/1. All right, like I said, let's throw a Snapcaster into the mix here. I don't care what we hit. We're not casting anything. Okay. Extra land. So, what can we do here? Well, it's got quite a bit of mana up here. I could just do Dragonlord Ojutai attack and then just Supreme Verdict. If I do that, I've got a lot of follow-up here. I honestly kind of don't hate that. Let's just see if that connects. Well, they're not interested in that connecting. They go for the Ephemerate. They go for the Ephemerate on the Fury. I feel like I should try to counter this first one. I need to leave about 4 mana available to me. I could counter spell or I can Archmage Charm. I could also just let this happen and just like board wipe. You know what? Let's go ahead and try a counter spell. Let's give him the old good. Oh, I tried. See what else my opponent has here, because if this connects, I mean, that's good sauce. Oh, we're doing something else here. Ephemerates again. I want to snap Counterspell so bad. Going for it. I'm in. We're not Supreme Verdicting anymore. Attempt Counterspell again. Now I have 2 blockers too for the Fury. Okay, twice dead. You got another one? Oh, they had a third one. Man, I got played. I got played. Thoughts on Rushed Rebirth as a counter to invoke creatures. Rushed Rebirth. Oh. A creature dies this turn. Search your library for a creature card with a lesser mana value. It's definitely unique. I don't know, you're kind of expecting your creature to die then, where it rather just happens when you're kind of interacting with your spells. Down to 5 I go. Wouldn't mind them playing Yorion, even though they would draw 2, 3-ish. I get Supreme Verdict then. Oh, all right. They had the Time Warp. So they're a Time Warp list. Okay. I like what we're doing. We're just gonna send it back. I don't think I like Rushed Rebirth. You play a 3-drop, they kill you, you can't do whatever. You gotta play like a 2-drop and have 2 mana open, and that's your 4-drop, and you're gonna get like a Bird of Paradise or something. Choose target creature when that creature dies. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. Maybe you can come up with something and put it in there, but I'm not convinced. I would just play Abrupt Decay or anything else over that. All right. I don't get to Spray and Seize. My opponent's not used their Flooded Strand here. Although it looks like I've got Counterspell, so there's that. Little Triome here. Red, white, and blue for our opponent. Misty. A little surprised to see them fetch and then not do anything about it. I'm going to attempt Spreading Seas as my first spell here. I'll worry about Teferi next. Drawing cards seems good. Spiders here? Where's Spider? Triome. We have red, green, blue. Stomping Ground to follow this up. Shocks in the Stomping Ground. Eternal Witness picks up a land, it appears. So that's one way to ramp. I'm not Spider. Bonus to Teferi here. Let's cash in a Teferi. I'm gonna return their Eternal Witness. This seems a little bit counterproductive because they could just replay the Eternal Witness. I actually don't care if they replay. I just need to draw a card and then maybe Teferi resolves and stays here. And because I picked up a second Teferi, I get to do this again, but next time I get to have Counterspell up. Red Legendary Land, you'd have to remind me what it does. There's Renin 6, gonna ping this probably. There goes Teferi. Good old Teferi. Extra counter spell looks delicious here. Let's go ahead and play new Teferi and uptick. And pass the turn. Yeah, you could play one of those. It's just Seasoned Pyromancer on a land. There's Eternal Witness. That's fine. End step, I could Snapcaster in and attack the Renin 6 if I wanted to. Or no, this hasn't upticked yet, has it? I don't think so. Oh, Evan's here. Hi, Evan. How's it going, Evan? I'm gonna just throw a Snapcaster in here for blocking duty in the future. Making the best use of my mana here. Say Castle Vantris. I can just use Castle if my opponent doesn't do anything here. How'd the Dragon Crystal World go? Medieval or whatever it's called? Did you beat the golden dragon poking its head out of the caves? I was watching you while I was eating some pizza. All right, ping Snapcaster. This brings Renin 6 down. That's fine. They might attack here. That's fine as well. Oh, Kings, thanks for the sub. 16 months. Double 8s. Not sure what that means, but double 8s. Double 8 balls. It's like the little shaking game. Yeah, the 8 ball. Try to find out what's happening. All right. That's a no-go here. We're not time warping opponent. That's ridiculous. Who do you think you are? Pizza's unplayable in this meta. All right. Teferi down to 4 here. Little fetchy here. Breeding Pool. I'm gonna shock or Snapcaster counterspell the Abundant Growth here. That way I can attack the Renin 6 as well. Get rid of that. I don't see a single comment from Evan. He went and got a pie or something. Now I can play Narset too. Could get another counterspell or something. You can be Evan. All right. What's up, Blue Evan? What's up, Blue Evan? Did you beat the dragon? I don't eat the pie crust. I don't eat the pie crust. The dragon was toxic? All right. Dragon was toxic. Gifts Ungiven kind of makes me want to wait here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm waiting now. We got counterspell plus gifts here. Woohoo! Gonna go get something spicy. All right. 3 mana, 4 mana, 5 mana. There's just Fury. I don't particularly like Fury, so let's counter that. Tax 2 at this Teferi, I assume. Keeping Teferi on lockdown. And let's go make a pile. All right. So I have 6 mana here. Generally speaking, I think what we can do is probably put a Memory Deluge somewhere. So Memory Deluge feels good. I think Burial Rites. I want to say Ojutai and like Snapcaster is what I'm thinking here. Let's think if that looks wrong. So what would they give me? Maybe Snapcaster on Burial Rites or something. I got counter spells. Maybe I want a counter spell among these instead. I need the Unburial Rites. That way they're forced to either give me the Ojutai or they put the Unburial Rites into the yard. What do they do here? Ojutai, Snapcaster, or something like that. I might need a counter spell here instead of the Memory Deluge. Maybe that's too greedy. Let's get a counter spell. How's this pile looking? All right, so they would put what? They put Counterspell Snapcaster in the yard. I have Ojutai and Burial Rites. That's kind of rough. But I have to have the Ojutai. I don't have to have the Ojutai. They give me the Ojutai. Maybe I don't want the Ojutai. What if I did Gisela, Bruna, Gifts, and a Snapcaster? They put Bruna and Gisela in the yard. What if we did? What if we just? Oops. What if we did just went for the combo? So what if we did Bruna, Gisela, Snapcaster, Unburial? They give me Bruna because I can't cast it, and Unburial Rites. This is our gifts, yes. Much lost. I don't think I need this Ojutai to win this game. What if I just ignore the Snapcaster and go, here's an Ojutai instead? Yeah, I like this pile. Make them think. Did you see what I was working on? Well, that was to Archon. And if they give me like a pile and after looking at it, it's just absolute crap here, then I can Narset and go looking for counter spells or something. We had a big think there. I'm not even sure what the pile is, correct? Yeah, we like a good Gifts Ungiven. We just don't know what we're doing. All right, if we top deck a land, we're in good shape here. We top decked an Unburial Rites. Gisela's in the graveyard. Based on getting our Archmage Charm here, I think I'm actually going to go up here. I actually think I'm just passing. Just gonna do something at end step here. I mean, I guess Bruna's taken care of by a Solitude if they have it, so just gotta watch out for nasty Solitude. Coiling's fine, you can have that. Like, if there's nothing too worrisome here, I'm just gonna end step on Burial Rites. Right? That's the gist here. Kato, I haven't looked at, by the way. I think, oh no, Archon was asking someone else about Kato. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. This is just straight Fury. This is Omnath. How has my opponent put a land into play yet? I think not. Probably want to charm this, shouldn't I? We have 4 cards remaining. You know what? Do I care about this? They'll gain life. I kind of care about that. I'm not worried about Death Touch. There's no thing on here. I'm gonna let this resolve. This is probably a bad idea to let this resolve, but well, let's let it fly here. There's the fetch land. All right. Now what, opponent? Like, I'm worried, but I'm not worried. Maybe I should be very worried. No fear, Omnath. that's the plan here. You put Yori onto hand, okay? Combat's happening. This I'm blocking. Just Unburial Rights at instant speed my Snapcaster Mage. All right, Unburial. I'll just sell it here. Okay, it gives me a 4/3. Not the strongest card here, but it is a card. We hit our land. I could just Bruna. Bruna and get Gisela. Question is, would it live? If they have Solitude, it's not living. Yeah, but they can still Brisela after. Let me read this. Flying, First Strike, Vigilance, Lifelink. Your opponent can't cast spells with mana value 3 or less. So it could still get Solituded. Solitude's still a thing. Probably gaming 4 is not a bad idea here. 0% chance to Solitude. Slamtown feels good. Well, let's go ahead and attack. At least get that in there, right? I gain 4. They never have it. Should I bounce the Omnath here then? I feel like I should bounce the Omnath, but let's go ahead and let's do that. Let's bounce the Omnath. Extra to Fairy. All right, well, chat wants it. We'll go ahead and slam it here. We get a Snapcaster back as well for funsies. Snapcaster, Vaughn, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Angel Boat, got an extra blocker. So we have 2 blockers here. We're making the big one. Brisela is in play. Solitude is a thing. Let's see what happens, right? If we get to untap, we're good. It's a 9/10. It's fairly large. Omnath away, drawing a card. Who even plays? Exactly, who plays Solitude? Land drop. Opponent's got lots of mana here. I mean, worst case scenario, I guess I just Narset in the Supreme Verdict to the world and reset the board. Right? Oh, land drop. Help! Don't float that white right there. It's all gone. It's all gone. Oh, they have a relic. Guess that gets rid of the Unburial Rights. All right. They did it to us. It's all gone. Poof. Oh my gosh. Are they really attacking this? I'm going to keep my Teferi. I'm shocked. Well, we went for it. It was fun. All right. Uptick here. Let's go ahead and fetch. Let's go ahead and play a nice good old Narset here. Maybe find ourselves a good old Supreme Verdict as well. Nope, another Teferi. That's not really ideal. Let's pass the turn. Depending on how they attack here, I have an burial rights to create a blocker. I immediately gain 7% win rate without chat. 4. All right. Well, let's go ahead. Unburial a Snapcaster here. I'm going to try to keep the Narset alive because I have so many Teferis. Oh, relic. Okay. Pop, pop, pop. Narset dead. All good. And they just passed us. Okay. Let's start with us Teferi. And we're going to bounce. Let's bounce nothing. Let's just, the no bounce. The blind. The blind no bounce. Get an island here. Go ahead and get rid of a Triome. Trying to find my Supreme Verdicts. Like that one. All right, let's give my opponent a turn to really put a lot of things into play, and then next turn we can do Teferi Uptick Supreme Verdict. Really going after here in case I flash in the good old Snapcaster. 4 minutes to 2 minutes. I maybe have made a mistake if I'm really honest here. All right, shock in because why not? Teferi. Uptick. Fast turn. Clocks our win con. It's starting to look like it. This is match 2. A little misty there. Obviously, I'm going to Supreme Verdict here. Pow. Pow. Opponent fetching. What are we going to do? Ephemerate? Opponent gains a lot of life, and now they do this, and they deal 4 here. Okay. Scary, but we're not dead. I'm going to stop on my upkeep. I might need it. Another Omnath looks like a decent thing to go ahead and counter. And then just play Yorion. Not really any value out of this Yorion, which is good for me. Let's do a double scry here. Scry 2. Prismatic is a no-go here. And Spreading Seas, I'm just going to draw the card underneath, so just take it. Uptick here, hold the lands. Pass turn. Oh, my Verdict's Supreme. All right, they killed Teferi, I suppose, now. Minute 30 for them, 4 minutes for us. Lots of thinking in this whole game. Let's go ahead and do this again. Bottom and put this on top. Play our land. We'll draw 2. That's the plan, at least. We can definitely get rid of Yorion. I'm not worried about that. Abundant Growth, redraw. They haven't really proven that they have any counter spells. I bet they have like maybe 2 Ephemerates here for the Yorion. Let's attempt to draw some cards. Ooh, Ojitai. Little Ojitai. That blocks Yorion. That blocks Yorion. This is a good land, too. Expressive. Not going to do anything to that. We have Hull as well. I mean, that's a 7/7. I don't think I do anything this first time. Just in case I draw like a nice counter spell with this castle or whatever at end step. Let's take a peek. Ojutai is pretty safe. Put on bottom. Let's put this on top. And let's go ahead and take a peek right below it. Put on top, put on top. Put on, let's see here. Put on top, we'll take the Archmage Charm here. Because we're gonna attack. Because I can untap, and then we have Archmage Charm to defend, and then I can pick up whatever. And if they spew a whole bunch of things here, we're fine. Ice Fang. I hate it. I hate it. I'm gonna counter it. Veil's my thing. All right. Draws a new card here. I hate the Ice Fang block, but that's okay. We have Supreme Verdict coming. All right. Your move, opponent. Plays a Solitude. This is going to be brutal. Go to 8, whiteboard, kill 18 seconds. Yeah, it's going to be that way. And we don't know the result of this game, unfortunately. Do they have Venser? Put on top, draw. Boom. Go. All right, so we don't really know. We have a counter spell coming. We have a Hull that could block Furies pretty easily. We have 22 cards, though. They could deck us as well. We lost Bruno. We lost Ojutai. I have been called bad words in the chat. There's no world I know whether or not I'm going to win or lose here. I know my opponent's got 6 cards here. Say they play 2 creatures. And then I scry 2 and I find the other Supreme Verdict that I have in my list. Then I board wipe again, or maybe I find Archmage Charm plus. I Archmage Charm to draw right below, and I get to board wipe the 2 creatures they put out there. So what if they have Ephemerate? And then what? Then I have a counter spell for their next card, and then I beat them down with Hull. We don't know the answers. It's just unfortunate. With 22 cards remaining too, it's hot chance that I hit my Memory Deluge or my Supreme Verdict, so... yeah, they got a little upset with us because of the timing out. They should consider playing faster. I think the problem is there's no real way that we could concede. There's no real way because we have actually more win conditions in play than they do at that point, so... it's a different Connor, Archon. Yeah, Connor Man 11 would have big time. I mean, we went for the Bruna thing. We got Solitude. It's like, and then we had the Ojutai that blocks the Yorion. We could have also just defended until I found a way to bounce, and they have what, a 1/1 or whatever. I kind of do too, Dragon, sometimes, but chess clocks are really hard to involve because of the priority and things like that. It'd be kind of nice if you could have a general, like, kind of like a thinking clock, but there's no, like, penalty, right? If you get, like, 15 to 20 minutes of thinking and they click it when you're, like, more in the tank, there's no punishment, really, to, well, okay, we're out of time. Do I have to call a judge over or something? It's not really a thing, is it? Round time's so much different, though. I can tell you right now on Red Prison, I spend maybe about 5-6 minutes, and I've gone to time with Red Prison against my opponents. Giganta opponent, we're going to mulligan this. A couple Archmage Charms as a counterspell. I guess we can manage this. We'll get rid of the gifts. It's just tough. It's tough. It's a weird world. Oh, snap. Well, this is gonna be a... Oops, not that. Let's undo these. This is gonna be a little bit of an interesting one here. We got a lantern control, it looks like. I'm probably just going to, with my Archmage Charm, steal the... Wow, they have 2 sagas. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. All right, gonna fetch. I want things. I want lands. Let's go ahead and grab my Watery Grave before I randomly am not able to get black. And we'll get Flooded Strand here. Planning to counterspell. Might have to throw a Snapcaster in there. Interesting, they have 2 sagas here, and they're just kind of going for it, right? Drawing, got rid of the relic already. I have to kind of pay attention with the picks. Some fetching gives me an insight into what's going on in the list. Honestly, I really do think I'm just going to like Archmage Charm, or I can even just bounce. Ooh, Teferi. I'll take that one. Burt of Paradise. What's up? Oh, that's a pretty island. We gotta make a token? Uh-oh. Oh, hold on, opponent. Emery? Excuse me. Oh, that's a good card. Oh, look, Teferi's back. What's up, Teferi? How's it going? We're going to counter. Obviously. Codex Shredder. That's a good one, too. Well, I already have another Teferi, so, you know, life continues. Spreading Seas. That's pretty nifty. Oh, they're going to get rid of that, too. Goodbye, Spreading Seas. At least I would. Oh, look, it's Teferi. What's up, Teferi? What up, man? All right. I mean, I feel like I'm just going to Teferi and bounce, like, probably just Lantern here. I could bounce Saga. I don't know if that benefits me, really. Is it even worth it? I don't know if it is. I'm looking at it more as like, I get to draw. I'm gonna get another one here. What I'm planning to do here is if I can get another blue source. You know what? Let's just go up this turn. If I can potentially bounce Lantern or steal Lantern, then I could sacrifice the Lantern, and then the information is hidden. And that's kind of where I would like to get to. Now they get Needle. Oh, that's true. They might have Needle. Let's try. I didn't think about Needle. I didn't think about good old Needle. I might be drawing with Archmage Charm then. There's Needle. Whoa, Ragavan. All right, well, we've got a very interesting list here we got to deal with. There's an Emery. It's Bridge. There's a bonus Lantern. Well, I can't do the steal and go there. There's a Bruna. There's a Bruna. All right. At least I have, I guess, Snapcaster Counterspell here, or Archmage Charm to draw. They're sitting there like, do I want this Bruna? They want this Bridge? They don't know what they want. All right, plays a land. Pixis away my Bruna, which is frustrating. Maybe I force it here. I don't remember what else I have. I feel like this is probably okay to go ahead and force a draw here to keep Bruna. Can I steal it and sacrifice it? I could. I got to get to 7, though, to sack. But I could definitely steal this. Let's let them mill. Mill Bruna. I'm drawing cards. I drew a Memory Deluge that they're not aware of. Picks this away as Spreading Seas. Seems totally fine. Field looks okay. It's the other Lantern. Okay, so we have a Bruna in the yard. The gifts. It's shocking a Hallowed Fountain. That's true. I could have let the Bruna get exiled and steal it with a Archmage Charm. I'm trying to think what I can do here. I think we go to their turn. So I have the Snapcaster, which makes the Gifts Ungiven kind of interesting as well. So Codex, target player themselves. Okay, because if I can just get Bruna going, each player mills. I have no idea what some of these cards are. So each player mills, that's fine. Throws my gifts down. They probably don't want me to have Karn. They exile with picks as the Karn. Okay. Now I like... One, two, three, four, five. Let me grab this land here, and then we'll do the Archmage Pixis shenanigans. And I have a Karn, and the Karn should be enough now. I don't think they've got anything that wrecks me here. 33 cards. Relic's kind of nasty. There goes the Relic. All right, so they're going after Relic here. In response to the Relic, I think it's okay to go ahead and let's do it. Let's do it through Snapcaster, Archmage Charm, and steal Pixis here. This is a wild game. I love a good Lantern game. Gain control of this card, please. Cool. On over here. Come on. Get on over here. And if they even do anything with Relic on me, I obviously just Bruna it away. I don't know what they have in exile. They could have a bridge, which could get nasty. But I have Teferi. So target player exiles here. We'll exile Bruna. This is each player exiles the top card of their library. And then sacrifice each player turns face up all cards they own in exile. Like, they can get their bridge here. Do I have to just wait until they can't do that? Like in response? I think we have to wait until responses, right? I can also attack them here. I guess it doesn't really matter because I have Karn. I think it doesn't matter because I have Karn, and Karn will just make the bridge, and then I'll deal with it, right? My opponent's... I'm going for it. I don't know what this is going to do. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. If they pop this because they pop it to get the bridge, then I'd guarantee get the Karn, right? We're just gonna have an absolute ball here. Mills and Ojutai. We'll get to that later. All right, Spreading Seas and Pixis. Attach auras. So this. Why can't I enchant a land? Why can't I enchant this land? Oh, it's entering. Let's get rid of some red then. No pain life. I gained some mana here too, and I'm drawing a Spreading Seas unless they can get rid of it, and they can't. And then here they have all this not able to do anything. I'll just uptick. They have no bridge either. Just get rid of the Mox Amber. Okay. I don't know. I think I'm good here. Only exile with Pixis? That's true. That's right. Only exiled with Pixis. I don't know. It was confusing. So they're going to search for a card here with Inventor's Fair. I couldn't do the Spreading Seas, unfortunately. They get a Pithy Needle. But they don't have mana to put the Pithy Needle down right now. Oh, nope, they have mana. Never mind. So they Pithy Needle Karn here. I know they have a bridge. I have 29 cards. They have 28. I have Ojutai. They're getting a Mox Amber back. I'm not really sure where we're going. I really have no idea what's happening. We have Bruna in exile. Take our gifts Ungiven. Play our land. Guess I'm attacking for 2. I can Archmage Charm the bridge. My brain's like trying to fire on all cylinders, and it's not working right now. All right, let's go ahead and do a quick little gifts here. And let's go ahead and put them Burial and Brisela into the bin. And then I can Archmage Charm the bridge. Yeah, and we're going to get Ojutai back here. Counter bridge. Cool. Codex Shredder. It's a no-go on anything. I'm picking up a Snapcaster too. I should be good here. I'm going to pick up this Snapcaster, obviously. Tax 1 at Karn. Good job, good job. All right, Unburial, Ojutai. Attack for 2. Got a nice little prismatic ending coming off the top too to unlock Karn. We can also just hit a bridge if they happen to get a bridge, which is what they're going for. But I got the prismatic ending, so we're good there. Why put Brisela into the graveyard? No comment. No comment. Oops, not that one. Whoops. Let's hit this bridge. 3 colors. Hit with Ojutai, pick up the counter spell. Cool. Hit counter spell, blah, blah, blah. We're good. We're good. All right. That was my brain. Let's bring some Force of Negations in, maybe Mystical Dispute here. Blah, 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 blah. Maybe a Dovin veto. Need to keep kind of all my win conditions. Spreading Seas doesn't seem super powerful. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, if no mana was spent. That's true. Definitely don't mind that. I like Memory and I like Gifts Ungiven. I don't like Narset in this matchup. I like Charm. I like Teferi. I don't care about Supreme Verdict. That's 6. That would be these 6. Seems simple enough, right? Find our Karns with Memory Deluges, or maybe a Gifts Ungiven. We'll put the package in the graveyard. If we can get Brisela going, they can't cast anything and they can't cast the bridge. Yeah, let's just do this. Whatever. I don't know what's happening. We're playing against Lantern Control. No one knows what's happening with Lantern Control. It's that simple. All right. Hand looks fantastic. We're going to keep it. Plenty of lands. Always good. Spreading Seas for the nasty, nasty little specific sagas. And Karn, the Greatest Keeper. It's like Red Prison, except they're playing Ragavan. Prismatic. Dang it. But I could steal it later. We might be stealing good old monkey. What's up, Big Ben? How's it going? That or they're Lantern Control and they shift into something like this. I know we saw the monkey, so we know it was present. A little Flooded Strand for my opponent. Lantern. Oh, look at Bruna. Oh, look at Bruna. I'm pretty sure I don't want Bruna in my hand. So we're going to shuffle that away. Let's go get my black mana. Hey, look at the Spreading Seas. I kind of don't want that too. I've got a lot of Spreading Seas. But hey, you know. I don't want the island. Let's see if we can get something a little juicier. Gifts Ungiven's pretty good. Let's go grab that. Sweet. Okay, and then we have Archmage Charm to maybe grab Ragavan and reverse Beatdown plus Karn. I think we're in a good spot here. We'll see if they've got counter spells or something like that. They're going to get my Scalding Tarn. It's whatever. There's an Archmage Charm. So they know they need to defend Ragavan. Blood Moons. Well, crap. Well, crap. Okay. Karn down tick. Be able to play something. Get hit. Well, I don't think I expected the Blood Moon. If I had fetched a basic island, I could be Spreading Seas my own stuff, but no dice here. I don't know if I have an out now. I can play Karn. I'm not sure what Karn gets me immediately here. Snapcaster. They can just give me lands that don't matter, too. Call out Moon and beg for mercy. I'm gonna play Karn here. I'm gonna go get a bridge. Oh, a basic island. Ooh, basic island's interesting. Basic island's interesting. They probably attack. Well, all right. If I go down, they attack, they can get rid of my island. If I go up, they attack, they can't. Kind of interesting. I kind of want this this island. Let's see if going up here gets me the island, because if the island happens, I could Spreading Seas, and kind of unlock myself. We might have a game. Ragavan makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Pithy Needle. Help. Help. All right, let's see where they go. I mean, I think they might go after Karn with both of these and gives me the island. Nope, they don't want to give me the island. That's smart. But see, now I can go down. Good old Ojutai. Like, I feel like I can go down. There's an extra Blood Moon. They have a Pithy Needle coming, though. I think that's the problem, is they have a Pithy Needle coming. I don't have an answer for the Pithy Needle. At least not immediately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the prismatic endings should probably be back in. Go for the Hail Mary, the knowledge pool. Let's do it. Let's do it. Good old knowledge pool. Mr. Quadra, thanks for the prime. We have your league tomorrow. Right now we're getting our face punched in by good old Ragavan. I could see them just kind of ignoring. I have a few things under there. I could see them just kind of ignoring the Karn here and going face, but also what's under the counterspell? What's under the counterspell? So apparently I need one island. Maybe I'm the real knowledge pool. All right, they go after me. All right, give me an island under here. Give me an island. Counterspell away. Oh, another counterspell. I'll go one more. With Reality Heist. All right, I'm at 2. All right, and we hit a Hallowed Fountain. All right, we got to win it in game 3. And I guess I need the Prismatics. Maybe the Sanctifier is back. I don't know. It's tough to say. That's true. That's not bad for sure. I don't think I like Lavinia as much. It's hard to cast. Rather have some number of the prismatic endings now. Dovin Vito's hard to cast. Let's not worry about a Mystical Dispute. They didn't appear to be countering. All right, let's do that and let's fetch to avoid Blood Moon. How about that? Let's play first. Well, we can definitely fetch to avoid Blood Moon. Let's keep. It's kind of interesting because I have the Force. I could also like hold something here and end up pitching Burial Rites. I think it's an okay hand. They just do Monkey again here. I can throw a Snapcaster in the way of it. Gonna fetch appropriate opponent. Might actually hold on to the Spreading Seas this time. I might need it. All right, we're jumping a Snapcaster in front here. Block. All right, you got another monkey. You have a relic. Don't think I care that much about that card. It seems bad, but we're not quite at our whole Burial Rites thing. There's a 1 Ghoul Callers. I'm gonna wait for the Force on something like Lantern. Something randomly putting things in the graveyard is not that frightening. Let's go ahead and shock this in for good value. Pass turn. Now I got good old Counterspell and Force. Relics away my Snapcaster. You got it. Another Ghoul Callers. I think I'll let that resolve too. We'll do that one as well. Looking for a land here. That's not bad. That's not bad. Let's go ahead and Prismatic Ending the Relic. And we'll just leave Counterspell open. This way, if they go a little happy with their milling cards here, we do have them Burial. We could grab something out of the ground. Inventor's Fair looks like a great Spreading Seas target. This looks like a great Counterspell target. Okay, we do have the Force. Plays a land. It's a Blood Moon. Let's go ahead and exile. Let's go ahead and exile the Counterspell here. I'm feeling good off the top here. We're gonna get that blue land right here. Right here, yes. All right. Whew. Opponent has no cards here. Oh, we're milling. All right, they milled a Snapcaster. You want to mill some more for me? Come on. Yeah, it's Moon and Lantern. Well, yeah, Bobble's fine. You can do Bobble things. I think I've got to leave the Snapcaster for a Counterspell as much as I would like to. Bobble's interesting too because you can check and then I draw or whatever and they don't mill. Okay, Polluted Delta. Imprisoning the prison player. We're trying. Oh, land. A little Emery went to the bin. Oh, Teferi, a Ragavan. Okay, nothing too frightening here. Mills me. Hallowed Fountain. A little nervous. I probably should crack this Polluted Delta at some point here. I need to get just basic island, I think. I'm trying to hit 7 mana. Exactly, 7 mana. Another Blood Moon. Goodness, leave me alone, opponent. Is this so hard? Because if I don't Snapcaster here... Snap and then Prismatic Ending's an option too. If I just find a Teferi. Yeah, it's probably time to go ahead and get the clock down. We can snap 4s. It's kind of funny because maybe there's a whole world where this is Blood Moon's okay. There's an Ojutai. There's an Ojutai. Ojutai found the bin. We have an Unburial Rights too. There's a bridge. Just milling all my... They're gonna mill all my lands. I'm not gonna have any lands. I think we're getting this we're getting this Ojutai down. Let's do it. Yeah, they're milling me. We're best friends, and I have the Prismatic Ending to take care of a bridge if it shows up. Let's go. Looking good. There's the bridge. They thought they were safe. And another bell. Oh, snap. Let's go ahead. Black, white, blue. White, blue. Do it like this. Prismatic the bridge away. Get in with the good old Ojutai. Mills me again. Good swing for 7. Looking for a counter spell off the top. I'll take that one. I'll take that one. If we're not counterspelling, it's probably the next best thing. Milling, Memory Deluge now. Milling, counter. There's a counterspell. There's a Pixis. Kind of have to like pay attention to what they're milling too. Let's put them both up there. Mills a Teferi. 30 to 41. Top deck. Codex Shredder. All right, F6. We find the other non-Blood Moonable land here. Hit for 7. Gonna get a good old Teferi here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Karn Great Creator. They're going crazy. They're going crazy. There's a Pithy Needle. I'm just going to go up with Karn. Pass the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I kind of desperately wanted them to find the Gisela for us. Is Emery? Emery a big nasty. I mean, we have 5 in the air. I really wanted them to find the Gisela so I could like play the Bruna and get it, and then we'd be good. Obviously, at end step, we could gifts and put like 3 different lands and Gisela into hand probably or something like that. Got there. We got there. Doing the Brisela things. Beating up on Lantern. Having the main deck Karn, because this prison player doesn't leave the house without Karn the Great Creator. All the 2-1s. Yeah, a lot of 2-1s. Long league. That was good. That was good. They never had the Lantern there. 2 fast ones? All right. Concede, 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 concede. Just want to point out the college shot on the Ojitai. Some say he's the greatest of creators. Ojitai's been like a bit of a house. I'm just saying. Solitude gets it, and so does Fury, but it has to be attacking. No sideboard portable hole? Nope, no room. No room. We ran out of room. I tried Lavinia here because I'm afraid of Tron. We played so much Tron yesterday that we went ahead and put a Lavinia in, and it's not really proving to be needed. The spicy list? Yeah, it's a something else list, that's for sure. I'm telling you, I'm tired of playing against Lurrus. We just have Brisela. That's what we do. All right, match 4. We get to go first. I do like that. Kira. The heck does that mean? I guess I'll keep. Kahira's control. Oh, well, I have counterspell. Halt. Triumph for my opponent. So it's going to be control versus control. Hinterland Harbor. I don't like that. I don't like this. You know what? Let it roll. I have 2 prismatic endings. We're gonna eat whatever's on 3 here, which is probably Teferi. But we're gonna just prismatic ending. There was no fetch land. Look at that. We got the dream team happening here. Get this out of here. Pass the turn. Hit me with 1 more land and we'll be gifting away. I'm gonna just take the draw. Gotta hit those lands because we're blue mages today. Money pile is a form of control. Fair enough. Ice is my white source. Man, I wanna gifts, but let's leave the counter spell available to us. we can gifts at a later date. We're not hurting anyone doing it later. I'm gonna get the black source here, even though the double white would be nice for the Supreme Verdict. I'm not feeling like we need it. All right, so what are we firing off first? Memory, I guess. It's gotta be memory, right? Good old end step memory. Just goes to the yard and we just go, that's cool. See if they have, maybe they have Force of Negation. Oh, I get to get 2 cards? Oh. I want Teferi. Oh, I kind of want this Archmage Charm. I kind of want a land too. Let's get Archmage Charm. I'm going to draw a land. All right. Do I just go for it? Of course you do, Fluffy. Thanks for the encouragement. I got to go for Teferi, right? And I just go for the counterspell, or do we wait? As it is spoken. If I go for this, I have 1 counterspell. I mean, I'm not getting more, really. My opponent has, what, 2 counterspells here? Do I let them blink first? We're a teamer-based one. We probably are not running anything too frightening here. Let's see if I can resolve it to Teferi. They've got to have a counterspell of sorts. Like I think this is worth an attempted fight over. Because if it resolves, we're good. If not, we're burning the cards and we'll get a gifts going. All right, 2 counterspells down. Totally fine. Opponent plays a land. They have 3 cards. Not putting Kahira to hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. If they put Kahira to hand, I gifts. I actually want to just gifts in response to this. They have 2 cards here. I really want to just gifts in response to this. Let's attempt to gifts here. See if my opponent's got 1 more counterspell. They do not respond to us. Okay, so I can get like Teferi, Ojitai, Burial Rites, and what, Snapcaster? If I look at this hand, I can't really do a few of these things immediately. I top deck the land that Teferi's going here. I think this pile is fine. I think it's flexible. It challenges my opponent here. They don't really want to give me Teferi. They might just put an Ojitai into my hand, but then the Burial Rites becomes like a repeated Ojitai for a few turns. I'm not too concerned about my opponent's turn here. They're just icing me. They didn't put Kahira. They might have another counter spell. But then I'll make them burn it. All right, we have Ojitai and Rites in hand. This is fine. All right, hidden Snapcaster in the hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Attempt Ojitai and do something. We have Archmage Charm to draw cards. Shark Typhoons. That is fine. I have the Supreme Verdict. I have the Prismatic Ending. I think Ojitai is going to be taken care of here. Yeah, that's fine. Little Ren and 6 here. There's no No fetch lands in the yard. What's up, Torborg? This is spicy. Spicy meatballs are happening tonight. Afraid of even Snapcaster here. All right, just take our natural draw. Land is pretty good. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then Prismatic the Renin 6. How am I finding this list? It's been fun. It's been fun. I mean, you know. Let's try the Prismatic Renin 6. Let's just start there. See if they got any fun counters. Nothing. 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 I'm going to just force him to have it. Have the counterspell. Let's go. Counterspell. Well, that's not a counterspell. That is far from a counterspell. You got it? Ojitai. Resolved. Get this Kahir out of my face. Oh, what is this? Resolves a Shark Typhoon. I'm not so worried about that. I probably should be. All right, so we need to move the Shark token out of the way for me. Let's go ahead and do that off of a Snapcaster plus Prismatic here. Then we'll punch, and we'll see where that gets me. Hoping they don't have a force negation. You're very worried. I'm not too worried yet. Let's find a Teferi. Prismatic and an island. I'll just take the Prismatic here. I think we'll just pass turn. Got Counterspell up. Got Archmage Charm. Shark Typhoon's scary, but I don't think it's that scary. We can steal the little critters and we can counter stuff as well. All right. On we go, I think. Attacking we go. Let's just do both. How bad could it be? We're not planning to do this. So target player draws 2. I think I just counter this. We'll fight over this. I don't want them drawing cards. They have a counter in response to that. Okay. Makes another token. One, two, three. Let's gain control of the 3/3 in response to this. And they block with this one. And then I'm just like getting more things. Got a Prismatic Ending that I can do, and I'll probably Spreading Seas a red source here. Draw a card. This is 6 colors anyway, if we were to do the Prismatic stuff. And then Snapcaster's getting in here, I think. Lightning Bolts, Ojitai. Nifty. That'll do it. That's fine. We have them Burial Rites. They've burned most of this, and we've countered. No, they're drawing here, it looks like, still. Okay. I'm like kind of okay with this. Take a draw ourselves. Land drop, pass turn. Okay. A lot of things happen there, but we have an Ojutai we can go get again. They might run a few things out here, and we have the Supreme Verdict. Wilderness Reclamation's a little rough. I do not have 4 colors for the Wilderness Reclamation, though. No attacks. Okay. We got a Karn. Great. What does Karn buy me? Not a whole lot. See if we can Prismatic Ending the 3/3. We do. What do we think? They have more counter spells. Hit for 3 here. If they're doing something, they're bolting the other one. So like here, probably just Unburial Rites. I mean, they only have one card left. Just Unburial Rites, and you know, if we truly miss here, they have one more counter spell, then we'll Supreme Verdict and we'll go from there. Okay. It's that last card, opponent. What I wouldn't give for a Teferi. All right. I'm guessing maybe a land. There was no action there. 1 land and something else here. Memory Deluge. It's a pretty good card. Makes a 4/4, gets 2 fresh cards. Where did we find this? I made it. You're welcome. Wilderness untaps, but we are tapping mana. That makes me a little nervous. We got a Time Warp spell. No, we're just going to burn the Memory Deluge. That's pretty nifty. Memory Deluge being a really good draw. It's pretty good. Gets to double down on it because of the Wilderness Wreck. All right, they got 4 cards. We have our own memory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have Karn here too. Ojutai really isn't getting through, is it? We have 1 shot at the Supreme Verdict. Let's see if I can resolve a Karn here. Counters Karn. Guess we'll go ahead and fire this off. Oops. And then attack maybe for 7 next turn. Board's fairly clear. All right, Growth Spiral makes a 2/2. No land into play, so we have 3 spells. Maybe they're all counter spells, though. We can kind of ignore them a little bit. It's another Shark Typhoon. I think I'm in trouble. Looks so good before Typhoon. Yeah. Another Shark Typhoon. Wrenn and 6. Yeah, this is looking a little bit out of control. So I can, what? Unburial Rites Snapcaster to get Supreme Verdict one more time. Try to clear it for the Hall. All right, let's see what happens here. Maybe my opponent will allow this to happen. Attempting to Unburial onto Snapcaster. Snapcaster resolves. Let's verdict. We need to clear the board again here. Board cleared. Your move, opponent. Again, if they only have counters in hand, the haul could be really good here. Let's see. Draws with 2 cards, Archmage Charm. Makes 2 3/3s. Well, that's not good for us. Follows that up with here to hand? What was that? Oh, cycled. Cycled a Triumph. They're at 8. Maybe they'll ping themselves once. All right, another wilderness rack here. Plenty of things. We'll go ahead and concede this. All right. So, multiple spells, a lot of control. Definitely forces, mysticals, and Dovin vetoes probably need to come in. Prismatic Ending was hitting sharks. That's about it though. Almost want to just take these out and like consider maybe Supreme Verdicts as an option. Spreading Seas doesn't feel that great here. We could do something like this. Maybe just 2. Like, this is a just in case. At this point, we're probably dead, though, if we're having to cast the Supreme Verdicts. I think this is okay. It's going to be a tough one. We're not, like, the heaviest against control. The ending does hit Ren. You're not wrong there. Which could be a pain. Which could be a pain. You know what? Let's not worry about Ren in 6. I think if we're focused on Ren in 6, we're going to lose this game. There we go. We can keep this hand. This works. This has got stuff going on. We could even pitch the Spreading Seas if we wanted to. I'm gonna go that route anyway. I unfortunately don't have another blue here for Archmage Charm, but pitching with the 4 seems like an okay line here. I don't know if I'm stopping the Ren in 6, but let's see what they play here. They play nothing. Looks like it's gonna be a Field of Ruin kind of world. Let's get our other blue here. Little growth spiral. Rampy, rampy, rampy for our opponent. A little nervous to go ahead and field here, but I need that blue for Archmage Charm, so let's go ahead and go for it. Are we behind already? It's tough to say, right? Archmage Charm with force backup. Can't be upset about that, right? And if they absolutely do nothing here, maybe a Gifts at end step. Test the waters. Looks like they're going to Memory Deluge or something. Archmage Charm. Probably have to let that go. Right, blue mages. Gotta let the Archmage Charms go. Can't be fooled. Maybe I'm doing that on my turn. Ren in 6. All right. Like I said, I think we don't fight over Wrenn and 6. It's going to give them their lands. I think I'm just going to have to battle through these. Let's go for a gifts package here. They're interested in countering this, it seems. So the question is, do I defend this? They veil it. Well, I don't think I'm going to defend that. Veil sort of wrecked me there. And spreading seas myself here. I would like a little more blue mana. Pass the turn. Karn Pithing Needle Wrenn is an option. I'm not so worried about the Wrenn just yet. I know it's giving them extra mana here. But if I like do that, they could just not care and then just plop down a Wilderness Reclamation. We'd be kind of like toast, right? That veil on the Gifts Ungiven package was, shall we say, frustrating. To be honest, I'm not really sure where to go from here. I feel like I'm just losing the card advantage with the Memories and the Archmage and the Veil. So I'm going to go ahead and try for like a Snapcaster here. Any chance Wrenn will be banned? Probably not. I don't see why Wrenn would be banned. You can make a compelling argument for it. I'm willing to listen. Okay. Just trying to whittle out some counters from my opponent. Attack Wrenn in 6 here. A little worried about a shark. Big shark could be annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. I don't think for monkey either. Gosh, do I try to get this Karn down? Guess we'll see what happens here. Another counter spell. We're just really far behind. We're not really suited up. I mean, we haven't run into Lurrus, if that's anything of an indication. Counter spell, no fighting over. As frustrating as Monkey can be to play against, it is encouraging the meta to be in the spot that I think Wizards wants it to be. Just a random shark here. When was the last time anyone saw Wilderness Reclamation as a counter magic spell? Or a counter control list? All right, there's the Wilderness Reclamation. I have to fight over this. I think I may lose. How many counters do you think they've got? They got all 3? There we go. Or 2. They only need 1 more. Spike's playing it. All right, I think we can concede this. My opponent's got 4 cards, Wilderness. They have a Memory Deluge down here. I'm empty-handed. We're just going to concede because control versus control can go for a while. If I picked up the Dovin Veto. If we have more inklings of more control matchups than all the Lurrus ones we've run into, then we would probably be able to fight that with appropriate sideboards. You can notice I have Supreme Verdicts in here. I haven't really needed the extra Supreme Verdicts. That would be an improvement to the control matchup, adding an extra Dovin Veto. And we haven't run into Tron, so I have no idea how that matchup goes, but the Lavinias could be something else as well. Small things to adjust to help us in that strategy against control. Overall, though, we're doing well with the list. We're currently 3-1. What's the spot Wizards ones? Interactive decks that utilize creatures and board states while using the red zone in order to assign damage to opponents and opponents dying by damage by creatures. Beginning combat, attack, and block along with damage phases should matter. Hey! All right, we found Lurrus. All right, let's keep. We found the dream. Now let's just keep our triple Teferi hand and hope for the best. Wants us to play Mill. Mill's okay. Attacks the opponent. I don't think they hate combos and pieces like that, but they do like it when creatures are part of the equation. You could almost make a small argument that Ragavan is the new Tarmogoyf. Ow. Anyway. Let's see what we can do here. There's Ragavan. Speaking of the monkey. Let's go ahead and get rid of said monkey. I think this is a perfect example. You're able to get rid of the monkey. It's interaction on the creatures. Ooh, a Jund version. This will be fun. Ren in 6. All right. Land. Shoot. Kept the 2-lander. Missed. Not ideal. Opponent's going to hit their 3rd land. Takes a peek. They can't steal all my Teferis. Neobrand is probably the exception, Fire-Breathing Hamster. It's the exception because that list can at times... Oops, all Teferis. Spreading Seas, please. Hey, look, it's Tarmogoyf, speaking of. All right, well, I hit the land. Let's go ahead and cash in Teferi for a Tarmogoyf bounce here. Ooh, not a bad one to find. Not a bad one. I'll take that. Ren fixes mana for 4-color decks, like Astrolabe did. Better cycle and discards lands. We'll keep printing, making Ren better and better. I mean, I can't speak to right now, but sure, in the future, Ren 6 might. Any card could. Nice draw. I just need to avoid something real painful here. Yeah, Ren 6 picks up the Urza Saga here. It's like, fine. I just have to deal with what's happening here. Nile Spellbomb's really good because I was going to Prismatic Ending the Ren 6. But we don't really have a chance here. Fortunately. We do hit the land, though. It's kind of interesting. Guess I have to go ahead and blow up the world. I mean, you're asking me to, like, predict something in the future. Ren 6 right now is fine. If they continue to print more things onto lands and do crazy things with Urza Saga, then there's a chance. Can I predict they're going to do that? No. They might go all creature crazy in the next 5 sets. I don't think this deserves a ban. I think this is watched closely. Don't be Liliana. Lurrus with Teferi here. Funny enough, I really, really, really need these Supreme Verdicts that I'm going to bring in from the sideboard. Bouncing Tarmogoyf. Hall comes into play tapped. Gonna get hit for 3, and then they have Ren 6. My top deck. I top deck land here, I can Supreme Verdict, and then I have a Run in 6 to deal with, and that's assuming Nile Spellbomb doesn't happen. But they have Run in 6, Down Tick, Lurrus Attack, and Pirate Spellbomb, so we're going to game 2. Okay. They don't have an idea of what we're doing though. They don't know about our spicy Brisela shenanigans. So we just need probably the Supreme Verdicts in here, and the Sanctifiers are a maybe. So let's see here. Spreading Seas are okay. Narset can probably be removed. Prismatics are going to do okay. Can probably cut Ojutai. Sanctifiers are probably a no. In fact, Narset's probably okay till Fairy comes out. And let's do one spreading. Let's do a spreading and keep Ojutai. Fairy and Spreading Seas for Supreme Verdict, Supreme Verdict. How does that feel? Like trimming a Deluge? They did show a Nile Spellbomb. We could do that and keep the spreading. I don't know if I need this many Teferis. I guess there's a good argument to the whole Ren in 6. Urza's Saga hasn't broken it, and neither has any of the Triomes that cycle every turn. I think we're going to go with this. A little nervous here, but extra Supreme Verdicts. Exactly for the Lurrus matchup to give us time to find Brisela. Cool. All right, plenty of lands here. Let's see what lands can do for us. How bummed am I for a land that hasn't been played yet? I'm not bummed yet. I have to see people play the land. If people start playing the land like crazy, then we can talk. But until that happens, we got to be optimistic. It's probably not going to have as much of an impact as folks might think it will. It might, though. It might. You never know. All right. I think I'm going to Spray and Seize the Overgrown Tomb to stop my opponent from having... stop them from having... Ren in 6 here. Draws us a card. Keeps him off black here as well. Ended up picking up a Teferi, so I could bounce the Spreading Seas at some point and then put it on an Urza Saga. Pete lands. A little Goify. Little Goify. Let's go ahead and fetch basic planes. Play Teferi. Bounce. Pass turn. All right. Well, red mana. This could be Ren in 6. Pinged off Teferi. Okay. We're like okay with what's happening here. We're not like super happy about a lot of this, but we're okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of the Pete land. I know my opponent can pick it back up with Ren in 6. Let's force them to do that. Pass the turn. I probably need to get this castle going. Blood Moonlight cards don't exist in other colors because of color pie. You have Choke, you have Back to Basics. I don't think I... There's other ways that they are in other colors. Contaminated Land or something like that is the black one. Couple Tarmogoyfs here. I could jump in front of one of them. Probably drawing with this Archmage Charm, mainly because I need to find a Supreme Verdict. I need a verdict. Thoughtseize. All right, so I guess this rolls off here because I can then Snapcaster Archmage Charm, or I can just Archmage Charm. They're going to see that Bruna and be maybe a bit worried here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Realistically, I could almost do a Gives. What you worried about, opponent? What's wrong? What's wrong? Opponent picks up a peat land. All right. While these attack here, I already know my opponent's already put the land down for the turn. Let's draw just to see if I do find something here. This is 12. I'm so close here. I need a Supreme Verdict right here. Nile Spellbomb actually stops my gifts package. There's an Ojutai. I probably should have waited. I didn't realize there wasn't an instant in any of the graveyards. Well, I think we lose to a couple Tarmogoyfs here. I don't believe I have anything that can deal with these, unfortunately. Let's think here. If I were to Memory Deluge here, I could find Prismatic Ending. It's a bit of a bummer. If we had one more turn and they didn't play the Spell Bomb, we have the combo. Just too many Tarmogoyfs. Didn't find our verdicts. Bummer. I was sad when they banned Simian Spirit Guy, but now that Ragavan is thing, turn 1 dash. Inquisition doesn't hit us. All right, well, my opponent kills me, but I can show them what we were going to do. Simian Spirit Guy did nothing wrong. So the idea here is we put Brisela, you know, and then like, doesn't really matter, but we can just show them Unburial Rites here. Kind of like turn 1 Chalice on 1 to certain opponents. All right. So it looks like we're getting a 3-2 here. Unfortunately, yes, we have the Bruna. We have the Brisela. Obviously, they have the Nile Spellbomb. But we were maybe a turn away. Played a little bit of Gifts Ungiven here in Modern. The list did well in the first few matches and then teetered off there at the end. Probably a couple sideboard changes could help us out. Things for the control matchup need to come in a little bit more. It all depends, though. If we end up running into a bunch of Tron, maybe we're in a worse spot and we need something a little bit different instead. List is sweet, though. Little thing we put together here. Had some fun. You know, happy Tuesday. And yeah, we tried to get a good old Brisela back out there. Gave it the good old. We did it once again. We've done it in the 2 leagues that we've played a Brisela list. We've done it once each time, so we do it once per 5 matches. Once per 5. And we ended up getting it solituded, and the other time we got a concession. Gifts, blue-white, in Modern.